The New York Post ran a story, multiple stories actually, about the contents of an alleged laptop that belongs to Hunter Biden. In particular, within that laptop, there are emails suggesting that Hunter Biden set up a meeting with a Ukrainian executive for his father. That Ukrainian executive writes back allegedly saying, "Thank you for setting up the meeting." There are also emails regarding China. And on top of that, there are also inappropriate videos that are inside of that, or I should say sexually exploitive. I don't even know how you want to phrase it. Videos that you probably wouldn't want out of your private sexual behavior, okay? Allegedly featuring Hunter Biden that are on this video. They believe that it was Hunter Biden's laptops, that he took them into a computer repair shop, left them, never came back to claim them, and that's what the New York Post is using as their sourcing, okay? Whether you believe it's significant or not, that Hunter Biden made millions of dollars advocating for companies on behalf of Ukraine and China based on the fact that Joe Biden was his dad is, I think, secondary, all right? I think that's an interesting story, and it may well have been even potentially criminal in nature, but people have been selling their access to famous people for as long as fame and money has existed. So I don't typically get worked up about things like that. Son wants to take advantage of his father's connections in order to try to make more money. That's a story as old as time, okay? It is significant that Donald Trump was impeached for less significant allegations of wrongdoing than what is alleged to have occurred with Joe Biden and Hunter Biden. I do think that's significant. But the bigger issue here, to me, is that Facebook and Twitter stopped the distribution of this story. And the reason why they did is they cited the fact that the story might have come from inappropriately obtained materials. Now, they've never cited this as any kind of reference point for any story involving Donald Trump. Clearly, whoever got Donald Trump's tax returns, presuming that they are accurate, at the New York Times, whoever did that obtained those tax returns illegally. The Steele dossier had no basis in reality and was also a classified information document that ended up being reported on as well. The reality is many different stories that are significant in our country are predicated on sourced material which may not be of the most honest obtainment, right? And I'll give you a couple of examples. The Hillary Clinton emails were accurate, which demonstrated a DNC cover-up and collusion to keep Bernie Sanders from being the nominee in 2016. Those emails may have been obtained inappropriately, but they were accurate. And I think it's important for everyone out there in a democracy to have as much information as possible. That is a significant story. The Hunter Biden story is a significant story. Arguably, the Donald Trump tax returns are significant stories. You may not like them, depending on your politics, but they should be able to be widely read and widely disseminated. Twitter blocked the sharing and locked the accounts of the New York Post and anyone else who was sharing that story. Facebook refused to allow it to trend on its network. This is what China does. China refuses to allow its people to use the internet freely. It has created an opportunity with the internet to spread propaganda, as I just mentioned with Daryl Morey. Yes, it is different for a country to be behaving as China does than it is for Facebook or Twitter as private companies. But if the practical result is the same, all Americans should be troubled by the idea that someone at Facebook or Twitter, which are default news monopolies in our country, is deciding what you are and are not able to see based on a slipshod and poorly and arbitrarily and capricious standard of what is and is not appropriately obtained information. This is a big deal. Whether you're a Democrat or Republican, the Hunter Biden story to me is far secondary to the way that Twitter and Facebook behaved in this context, okay? You cannot be a platform that claims it is fair for all when you are choosing arbitrarily what to feature and what not to feature, and when you are choosing what many news organizations are able to post and what they are able to not post. That is a fundamental breakdown of our marketplace of ideas, and it's a significant, massive, monstrous issue, regardless of whether you're a Democrat, a Republican, or an independent.